That was Buckling by the brilliant Malia Rosa Group. And hopefully, fingers crossed, I've got Daisy Lawrence on the line. Are you there, Daisy?
I am indeed. Good morning.
Good morning to you. Excellent, you are. It is working, yay! So, EP just out, Nighthawks.
Yes, that's right.
How long did it take you to write these 4 tracks then?
I guess a couple of the songs came fairly quickly. I tend to start by kind of just strumming and singing a tune. So yeah, they kind of came quite quickly, I guess. I think Nighthawks took a little bit longer. Yeah, it varies really, I suppose.
Cool. Obviously you're a 4-piece band,
Yeah.
so you work with your brother. That must be an interesting combination. Do you argue a lot? Or?
It depends what day you catch us on. I feel quite quite lucky really. We do get on very well, but I guess it's natural. We have our arguments, and it can get quite stressful working together all the time. We still live together as well, so yeah, we're in close proximity a lot of the time, but usually we kind of bounce off each other when we're writing, so it's a real pleasure a lot of the time.
And you and Sam are relatively young, and you with co-presenter Sarah. We're going to be really jealous now. Go
Sorry,
on,
I can't really hear you, Andrew, so can you say that again?
Yeah, can you hear me now?
It's very quiet.
Okay, I'll... you and Sam?
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
I can, yeah.
Excellent. You're going to make me and co-presenter Sarah jealous by telling us how old you are?
I'm 23.
23, say.
Oh. I feel ancient.
Yeah, so do I.
Such talent.
Talent at 23.
I know.
I know, it's horrible, really. But and Sam, how old is Sam?
Sam's 24. There's just 18 months between us, so I suppose getting back to your question a minute ago, that kind of helps. There's not a huge gap between us in terms of age, so we have very similar interests, and yeah, we're kind of brought up with the same things at the same time, so that really helps as well.
And the other 2 members, Matthew Gadd on the bass and Owen Cox on drums, how did you meet those 2?
Well, we put an ad up in a few music shops around Norwich, and Owen replied, and so that's how we found him. We were really lucky. He just lives down the road from us as well, which was really bizarre, because we both live sort of 45 minutes away from Norwich, so and that's where we put the ad up. So that kind of worked out really well. And then we applied to a bass forum and found Matt over the internet. So yeah, we just sort of came together, and it was quite lucky for us, really.
Excellent. So you'd been working as a duo before you advertised for the other 2, is that right?
Yeah, well, we've been writing songs for quite a few years, since we were quite a lot younger. And we just came to a point where Sam was sort of dabbling with bass lines, and I had some kind of drum ideas, and we just wanted to fill our sound out, really. We were listening to a lot of things that we've been influenced by, and they, you know, as most music has, kind of drums and bass, the kind of stuff that we're doing. So yeah, we just wanted to try and achieve what we had in our heads, which was, you know, the drum and bass idea. So yeah, we've gone for it, and I hope it's working anyway.
I think it's definitely working.
Thank you.
Their music sounds very modern. Is there a bit of a Foals feel to these 4 tracks? Would you agree with that? Did you know the Foals?
Yeah, I guess no one's ever said that to me, but yeah, I suppose now you've said it.
Who's the one playing actually I'm going to sound really technical here, the chingly guitars. Is there such a word as chingly, say?
I think so.
I think so. We just invented a new word called chingly.
That's nice, I like it. I like making up words.
That reminds me a bit of the Foals, I must admit, and which is not a bad thing, because their last album was absolutely immense, a bit like this EP, to be frank.
Thank you very much. That's so kind.
So you released the EP and had a promotion night recently around where you live. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. We kind of based in Norwich, and we chose a venue, quite a small, intimate place. It's a cafe during the day, and kind of turns into a bar in the evening. It's kind of
That sounds perfect.
It's fantastic, really. It's got quite a small capacity. I think we had about 80 in there, but it was sold out, which we were really sort of honoured that people made the effort to come out. It was a really special evening, and I think everyone enjoyed themselves. And so that kind of launched the EP off for us, and we sold quite a lot. So yeah, it was a really fantastic night, and I'd just like to say thank you very much to everyone that came. It meant an awful lot to us.
Brilliant. Obviously, you've released songs before, like Penelope and one I always pronounce wrong, Sisyphus. How do you say it?
That's right, you've got it.
I got it this time. I
Well
had it
done.
completely wrong last time. Yeah, exactly. Sarah's laughing. She knows what I was thinking of. I don't want to get that wrong.
I know, our bassist said to us when we played it to him, when we first sort of brought it to the band, he said, "You can't call it that." We said, well, it's based on the myth, so I think we can get away with it.
Yeah. And Solace as well. I love that song. That was a fantastic song as well.
Thank you.
The one I haven't heard is, I was having a look last, is Atlantis? I haven't heard that one. I don't know how I missed it, but...
Was that Atlantis?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on YouTube, I think, and on SoundCloud and things like that. So,
yeah, I'm going to have to go back and listen to that one. I had the other three, which I played to death.
Well, you've got some new ones now.
Yeah.
Hopefully that'll reignite your interest.
Well, I must have listened to this EP 6 or 7 times in the last 4 days.
Oh, that's good.
So if I start singing along, I apologise now for ruining the track. But right, the next song then. Yeah, we're going to play the next tune. This would be actually my favourite one of the lot, of the 4, called Fallen Daughter. Now, obviously the EP came with the lyrics as well.
Yes.
So I'm guessing that this song is about someone who's murdered their lover, and we're now wondering what she has done. Is that right, or am I not interpreting it right?
I like your interpretation. I'm hesitant to say anything else, really.
Right, fair enough.
It's based on. We're heavily influenced by mythology. We're both really, Sam and I were both really into myths, and I started. I sort of reignited my interest in the myth Pandora.
Yeah.
Which obviously as a child you kind of told, and I had a rough idea of what it was about. I went back and did some research and read up on it a bit more, and she was kind of the starting point for the song, and I guess I kind of did away with the straitjacket of telling the direct story of her character, and created my own character from it, but used her as a starting off point. So yeah, she kind of unleashed all of mankind's evils by opening her box, and I thought that was a really nice starting point, really interesting. So
Okay.
yeah, I hope I managed to kind of get across some of those ideas in it.
Okay, well, here's a treat for everybody listening. This is the brilliant Amalia Rosa group with Fallen Daughter.
shivered and torn, snapping like a neck.